Hello ladies and gentlemen, so welcome back to another episode of Honkai Star Rail. Now, this episode we're going to start off with a couple of these event battles.
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers.
And then we're carrying on with the main story. So I've got Planet C996. I'm quite familiar with everything, but we'll need the help of legendary weapons to find the ultimate bat and defeat the Black Cloak King, Demon King. That's very funny. Perfect to complement the current finished weapon Triumph. Okay, so we want those. Okay, that's interesting. Alright. New Moon's Oath, Solar Symbol, and Waning Silk Chakram. I'll take you. I have no idea what you do. I'll take you, why not? Except you're that type, which I don't really have any use for, if I'm being honest. I'll do an Exa. You, and a link show wherever you are, there you are. Remember the wrecking gold coin we found last time? You can exchange some good stuff in the shop. Have a look. Cool. Missed that challenge. Go. The stage initial weapon. Yeah, okay, cool. Need to approach the adventure the right way and pick the correct strategies to easily clear the stages. From now on, new strategy selection phase will be implemented at the start of each phase, select the most appropriate adventure strategy.
To the soul.
As you wish. The truth for everything in this world is bleeding.
Curiosity is a dangerous thing, you know. Endless riddles, but the answer is nothing but a void.
I still don't know what she's saying. Nothing but a void?
Never seen perfection before? Expand your thinking. And then see my mouth.
We can reset if we want. Are we gonna get that waning chakra?
Immerse yourself in it.
Look, the show has begun. With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Oh, okay.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Something out of nothing. Insanity.
Fire. We want the solar symbol as well. Apparently those complement this guy well.
Please cherish this time. Wilt here. The truth burns clear everything in this world. It's bleeding.
Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Watch a crone.
Open sesame.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Embrace a new life. Immerse yourself in it. Be of your body and mind. Life is not so fragile. Darkness with me.
I'm just a frail. To the soul.
I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking.
May death protect us!
Pro Spear of Eternal Eyes.
Curiosity. There's an endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
The truth burns everything in this world. It's bleeding.
What's the matter? Insanity! Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things!
Immerse yourself in it.
This might kill them all actually. Close.
You two will head to the nether realm. Root here.
Never seen perfection before? Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Immerse yourself in it. Yeah.
Take a resonate, so I'm gonna do that.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
The truth burns clear as everything in this world. It's bleeding.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things!
I don't have time for games. Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
To the soul! Insanity!
You two will head to the nether realm. As you wish. Embrace a new life. Stubborn one.
Expand your thinking.
I'm just a frail scholar.
You are.
To the soul! Insanity!
Darkness with
Be
me.
around there, it's just big.
That hurts a bit.
So tiring.
May death protect us!
What's the matter? To the soul!
I don't have time for games.
Life is not so fragile. As you wish.
Nice, that's pretty good.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
I'm just a frail scholar. Insanity! Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things!
Expand your thinking.
The truth burns everything in this world. It's brutal.
What's the matter?
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
To the soul!
Nice. That's a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. Let's just keep going.
Immerse yourself in it. The truth burns everything in this world. It's bleeding.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things! Insanity! To the soul!
Okay, and resonate. I'll do that one.
Expand your thinking. Watch it grow. Root here.
Immerse yourself in it. Yeah.
Insanity! To the soul!
Curiosity. There's a dangerous, endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things!
The truth burns clear as everything in this world. It's bleeding. Embrace a new life. Life is not so fragile. Return to dust. That hurts a bit.
What's the matter? Insanity!
May death protect us! May the foul stench dissipate quick. Yeah.
What do we get? I get a lot. Got up to level 7 on that, level 4 on this.
Never seen perfection before? Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown. Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
Please cherish this time. Root here.
What's the matter? To the soul. Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Be one more here. Guys.
Immerse yourself in it. Be of your body and mind. The truth burns clear. Everything in this world. It's bleeding.
Oh, nice. I'll definitely take that.
Curiosity. There's a danger. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
The truth burns clear as a flame. Everything in this world. It's bleeding.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Helpless as ever. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
To the soul.
As you wish.
I don't have time for games.
Be of your body and mind.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
The truth burns clear. Everything in this world. It's bleeding.
Look, the show. With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Embrace a new life.
Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
with me.
Never seen perfection before?
The truth
Still
burns
100%.
clear everything in this world. It's brutal.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Glimpsing unknown.
Yeah.
To the soul. Insanity.
Return to dust. May death protect us!
I don't have time for games.
I'm just a frail scholar. To the soul.
As you wish. May the foul stench dissipate quickly of your body and mine.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things.
Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Damn.
Insanity. The implementation.
As you wish.
Crest of Sol and Loon. Twin weapons. Kinda crazy. Massive damage,
Never
bro.
seen perfection before. Expand your thinking.
Twin weapons goes kinda crazy. Now I have another weapon.
May the foul stench dissipate. Quick time to cleanse the filth. Embrace a new life.
What's the matter? To your soul.
Return to dust.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. I don't have time for games.
That's
Expand
so
your
much
thinking.
damage.
Glimpse the unknown.
Implementation.
Bye, Sam. Fortunately, ended and actually won. I'll be back from sick of his open bat. That was a breeze. I was thinking the Black Cloak Demon isn't so tough after all. Wait, what's happening? There's strong pressure. Oh boy. Little raccoon, face the rage of the Demon King, you worm.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. I'm just a frail scholar. To the soul. Insanity. Torment.
Okay.
That was a lot.
The truth for everything in this world is bleeding. Fire's out.
Told you, you're no match for me. Drats, that Black Cloak's on his way too strong. With just the weapon in my hands, I can't even scratch him. Cosmic Adventure Code of Conduct, Rule 1. When in doubt, flee, run! I got an S rank. Let's go. And got some new equipment to unlock. We must make it. Why did no one tell me that the Black Cloak Demon King was this tough to handle? No worries, as long as we can find the ultimate bat, no adversary will be able to overcome us. Also, I found out that this is originally the Cogwheel planet. The Resistance had just escaped the IPC's oppression, and now they continue to be enslaved by the Demon King. How pitiable. Hopefully my appearance can help with the take holiday. Okay, planet F233. That's fun and all, but I think I'm gonna head to the main story now. see. Sure. During the battle against Stalin Hunter Sam did not use DHGDR, so whenever overload when their secondary combustion state is dispelled. Apply 5 different weaknesses to one enemy target in a single attack using allied character and axe. Okay. Synthesize the twin weapons in the Legend of the Galactic Baseball event. Cool. Alright. Go do a poll. Not going to though, because I'm saving up for Cypher. No. Cool. Okay, I've got all the characters we'd want.
Was this device designed by priests of Ornyx? Do you think you can handle it?
Don't underestimate me, boss. Just find a cozy dry corner and wait for me. Mission accomplished. Now you don't have to worry about your tail getting wet.
Not bad, but just a warning. If this thing fails while we're halfway through the water...
Then you just die, because we're in the Sea of Souls.
Don't worry, trust me.
River of Souls, sorry.
Sweet 20% cut of the loot. I'll make sure you're taken care of.
Yeah, but no, I'm pretty sure this is a... Oh, it might not be River of Souls anymore, maybe, since Castris is up at the top. So maybe the River of Souls doesn't exist.
This feels truly magical. When did you pick up this track?
Sure. You sure you didn't just fuck? Sure you didn't just watch us do it while we were up there that one time? No. Let's confirm.
We're here. Can we turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding.
No problem. Just use the device over there to shut it off.
Oh, there's just no ramp anymore.
The scent of gold coins, gems, and fine leather. Oh, it's so refreshing. The
I don't
treasures
think
of
that was
this
smelled very
ancient
good.
city are all floating back up thanks to Grey Mystery and that pink squirrel.
Pink squirrel. Now you're not a dog or a squirrel.
Yes, right here.
What's the bait we'll have to fight something?
What are you waiting for? Start digging.
Start digging in the stone.
Watch me.
In the stone? Or in the boxes? Activate excavation mode, unearthing the treasure buried deep in the ground. Oh, okay, so yeah, we're just digging through stone bricks. I guess that makes sense.
Wow, that's a huge chest. Move
Also,
over.
it's not
I
that
want to
big.
open it myself. Wow, a massive haul. Unbelievable. It's hard to imagine the kind of luxurious life the people of Styxia once led. As expected for a realm of Fagusa's disciples. This entire chest is filled with ornaments made from ocean's tears. Here, take this. See if it suits you.
Ooh, thanks for the gift, boss. Much appreciated. Look at the clarity of this purple crystal. It matches my skin tone perfectly.
It matches my skin tone. Are you sure that's even skin? I think you're made out of crystals.
Let me try this on. Where is my treasure?
each other. I can't believe you still fall for this.
How could I have forgotten about this? I'll believe it is true, and a lie becomes reality. What a convenient ability.
The demigod of trickery's divine gift. Far more practical than any golden thread or teleporter. All right, enough fooling around. Here's the real thing. Lead the way.
So that treasure never existed.
The rules! Above pinpointed the next scroll of treasure! Starting navigation.
Or maybe it did. Who knows? I don't even know anymore.
Boss lady, we're set to make a fortune this time! Got any plans on how to spend it?
Of course. Spend nothing. Have you forgotten my silly prophecy?
Whoa! Isn't that like...
Uh-huh.
Isn't that the controller for the hands of Zagreus?
Indeed it is.
No thanks, I'll pass. Okay, fine, I'll go check it out.
Once activated, this thing makes a racket that can be heard for miles. It's just too stupid.
Seriously, what was the Titan thinking when they came up with this thing? Hey! If you don't want the trickery to be exposed, you'd better start by keeping your mouth shut. What do you say?
But lady, you're absolutely right. I'll be careful with my words.
Huh. That was a lot. Like this?
Ah! This thing's way too loud when it's on.
Okay, let's not stir up any trouble. Alright.
Here we go round the river of souls.
Oh no, it is the River of Souls. So, yeah, if we tried getting it, they would just die. Oh, and also this is here, so we might have to find something. Oh look, there's something I need to fight. Oh my god.
There's a big guy guarding this place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at its face. Oh my, how could something be so ugly?
Yeah. So ugly. Ugly enough to make even me, a little imp without a digestive system, feel nauseous.
If that ugly brute messes up my face, even the stoic Talantin might end up shedding a tear.
Indeed, that would be heartbreaking. Clearly running away is a sensible choice.
So, how about you take the front? I'll attack from the side.
Right. Fleeing fits a rogue nature. Huh?
Oh god. Okay. Wow.
It smells of money. Come to me. Root here. You can't run. Get it together.
Yikes. Oh my god, I'm supposed to do.
Until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a battle.
Don't want to heal up with you.
Recalibrating. Embrace a new life.
Cypher getting lots of coins. Let's see what the thing is about there.
We'll pick it up.
Does she do more damage with that move if she
Return to dust. Found me. I will. Make death project dust.
That's her. Oh, bad leather. Okay. That was quick.
Such an ugly and useless creature, taken down with just a couple of hits. How boring.
It was pretty quick
Hey,
actually. It was a lot quicker than I thought.
Are you still alive? Give us a squeak if you are.
Here! I mean, squeak!
Look at you, all shaken up. Can't handle even this bit of action. It should be safe here now. Get to work.
Get to work.
Aye, boss lady saver!
Bartolo's activated excavation mode, unearthing the treasure buried deep underground.
It doesn't smell like anything
What?
valuable this
Deep
time.
underground, like in the
Since we've
River
already
of
dug it
Souls?
up, let's open it and see. Huh. Is this?
Okay, the Journal of a Styxian Refugee. Month of bounce, day blank. 3 more neighbouring households moved away today. The tide has risen higher than ever before, already reaching the 5th step of the stone stairway to our residence. The priests insist it's merely seasonal high tide that will soon recede, but having lived in Styxia for 30 years, I've never witnessed water levels like this. Leandro from the harbour went fishing 3 days ago and reported that the seawater had become unusually turbid, appearing as if mixed with ink. Beneath the surface he glimpsed strange shadows, not human in form, yet possessing distinct outlines. After returning, he developed a high fever and has remained bedridden since. Month of balance, day blank. The city's feasts have grown increasingly frenzied. Grand celebrations that once occurred only during the month of joy now happen almost daily. At the Anzo family's banquet last night, I witnessed 2 normally well-mannered women treading grapes barefoot, emitting strange laughter, and then directly drinking the dirt-laden juice. They claim to be mimicking Fagusa's ritual ceremonies, though I'd never heard of such an absurd form of worship. Prices at the market have risen by 30%. The honey brew merchant reports that the brewing process has become exceptionally difficult lately. The yeast cultures mysteriously rot. Only by distilling the seawater collected directly from the harbour can they produce proper wine. Fortunately, our Doris remains lucid and has wisely advised us to minimise our consumption of the city's water and wine. Month of Everyday, day blank. Last night, strange music emanated from the harbour. It wasn't produced by any instruments, but seemed to rise from the ocean depths. The low, haunting melody sounded as if it were telling an ancient tale, compelling people to approach the shore. Several neighbours' children sleepwalked to the dock last night. They claimed to have seen the goddess in the water, performing and wanted to get closer. The priests have forbidden all forms of musical performance and deployed soldiers to patrol the docks. For some reason, I can't shake the feeling that they're acting from fear rather than a genuine desire to protect us. Month of everyday, day blank. Today I met Nora, the cloth merchant, at the market. She revealed that the situation in her district was far more dire than we had imagined. The spirit water pool in Fagusa's temple suddenly dried up 3 days ago, and despite their best efforts, the priests cannot replenish it. More alarming still, strange cracks have appeared on the wall behind the deity statue, forming patterns or script that no one can decipher. Nora also shared a peculiar rumor. Some claimed to have seen in their dreams a woman playing a lyre, draped in black veils with eyes gleaming like seawater. She allegedly told dreamers that Styxia would soon face a great transformation, and only those who hear her voice would be saved. Some city residents have begun referring to her as the prophetic sea musician, despite the priest's determined efforts to suppress such rumors. Month of Freedom, day blank. We finally decided to evacuate with our entire family. The seawater has reached the highest watermark at the dock, yet some remain oblivious, still immersed in endless revelry. Our family and the neighbouring Mylon household have decided to journey to Okama together. Reportedly, the world-bearing tides protection extends there, and the tides of darkness have not yet invaded those lands. We plan to slip away quietly tonight from the northern dock exit. We pray to Fagusa for safe passage. Month of Freedom, day blank. We've been travelling for 3 days now. Last night, the Mylon family's youngest child suddenly developed a high fever, continuously muttering strange phrases that resembled an ancient ballad. His father decided to take him back to the city for medical treatment, though we all know there is little hope to be found there. This morning, looking back at Styxia from the hillside, I was horrified to discover the entire city enveloped in a strange aura, with seawater shimmering with an unnatural blue radiance in the sunlight. From a distance, those magnificent buildings seemed to twist and distort in the water as if they were merely illusions. Month of Weaving, day blank. We encountered several other fleeing townspeople. They brought even more horrifying news. The seawater in Styxia had begun displaying strange colours and textures, sometimes thick as honey, other times solid as glass. Those who remained in the city have been undergoing bizarre transformations, blank, 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 and blank. Even more disturbing is that at night, the entire city bathes in an indescribable glow, as if enveloped by some gigantic amniotic membrane. They say this is Fagusa's punishment, but I can't help wondering, is this the Titan's wrath, or is some power even greater than the Titans at work? We've decided to continue northward to Okma. Along the way, we've heard rumors of someone named Blank who can supposedly appease Fergus's wrath, but these are merely legends fabricated by desperate people. We common folk can only rely on our own feet to flee this disaster. Month of Weaving Day Blank. Tonight, after the children fell asleep, I secretly examined a small vial of seawater I brought from the city. It was the last drop collected from the spirit water pool in Fergus's temple before we left. In the moonlight, it displays a strange shimmer, as if something moves within it, unlike any ordinary water. By chance, I discovered that gently tapping the vial with my fingertip produces a peculiar sound, like distant lyre notes echoing. In that moment, I seemed to glimpse a mysterious woman standing upon the sea surface, sorrowfully playing a melody that no one could understand. I don't know if this was illusion or reality, but if such a being truly exists, one who could hear the sorrows of Styxians, then as we embark on this uncertain journey, please grant us a flicker of hope, even if it's merely a beautiful dream. Okama is now within reach. Taking one final glance back at my homeland, the beautiful scenery of old is nowhere to be seen, only distorted masses of light and shadow undulating on the sea level, resembling foam heaped by waves before dawn, dissolving one by one to gradually reveal its cold and true nature.
Ooh, this looks tragic. Do you think they made it to Okama?
Probably not. I've never seen or heard of anyone from Styxia and Akama. At least, I'm still left for Dolos. Guess this city wasn't so lucky. Huh. It does seem unfair, doesn't it? Just because they were born in the wrong place, they had to face such devastation. Meanwhile, those in Akama, simply because they're supported by the world-bearing Titan, continue to survive.
Yeah, the world just isn't fair, is it? Speaking of the world-bearing Titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kephal's priestly court?
Huh?
Did I?
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly.
I mean, she lies a lot.
It's been so long, your memory's gotten a little fuzzy.
Ah, right. I did tell you. It wasn't a big deal. I just snuck in with a bunch of mumbling priests and watched them do their spooky rituals around some glowing rock. Honestly, I was only interested in the wallets of the old grandpas on the council back then. Don't remember much else. It's been what, nearly 1,000 years?
Oh, I see. But you in a priest robe? Now that's hard to picture.
Who asked you to picture that? Besides, priest robes from 1,000 years ago were nothing like the ones today.
Right. I didn't think about that. I was just curious if you ever overheard anything interesting from those priests.
How ridiculous. Come on, let's head to the next spot.
Is this the next spot? Or are there blocks?
Where did this
rocks in the way?
roadblock come from?
Yeah, there are rocks in the way.
Ugh, this is so annoying. The treasure is right in front of us.
Oh dear, we're stuck here. But I have a plan. Should we call on that big, noisy, cumbersome hand of Xandrith?
Never thought that thing would actually come in handy. All right. Do you want to handle it?
Leave it to me, boss. I don't need a controller. After all, you know.
You are the controller.
Zagreus, my darling, activate! Looks like a charm.
Not bad. However, I still don't see how this ties into trickery.
Let's go to the next room.
Hey, slow down. that question you asked me earlier. I think I just remembered something.
What did I ask?
You know, that question. The one you specifically asked me. Right after we dug up the second chest.
Forgive me, boss lady, but have you been under a lot of stress lately? I didn't ask anything. You must have imagined it.
Oh, is that so? Maybe you're right. I have been a little on edge lately. I need to relax. All right, let's move on to the next treasure trove.
Treasure, let's go!
Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this core flame is the best.
Wow, when it comes to singing,
I'll wait for these lines to be
I
over.
still sound better than you.
Go beyond all time and space on the journey of flame chase. This scent feels like something incredible is buried here.
Oh boy, here we go.
Incredible indeed. If even boss lady says so, how could I not be excited?
Do I need to give instructions here?
Bartolo, you
Yeah,
steal
take
my
it.
shit all the time. What are you doing here? Bartolos activated excavation mode, uncovering something hidden beneath the earth.
What?
Oh, it's one of those things.
Oh, isn't this a golden scapegoat? Interesting. Looks like whoever buried this treasure wanted to play a little game with us.
Oh, isn't there a myth about this thing? Those who feared fire became sheep. Those who did not became human.
Sheep, humans, whatever. All I know is unlocking this gets us treasure. Here, this honor's all yours.
Puzzles and tricks are right up my alley. Just leave it to little old me.
Solve the puzzle. Time to solve about a flipping puzzle, right? Okay, here we go. That really was the easiest one I've ever done. There was literally no way to lose that one.
Told you, nothing can stump me.
That was like the easiest thing.
Cyber, it's your turn now.
Stop! Stay there, and don't turn around.
Huh? What
Oh,
do you mean?
he turned around.
I told you, don't move.
My poor old back. What are you doing?
Shh, quiet. Don't say anything unnecessary.
Are we talking about the Hercules beetle on that box?
seamstress. She's listening.
What? Boss, do you mean?
What's Aglaya doing in Styxia?
Stay put and keep quiet. I'll handle her.
Yeah, but how'd she even sent anything to Styxia?
Seamstress.
She is the
Getting
seamstress,
sneaky,
right?
aren't we? Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spies lurking around me?
As time passes,
Yeah.
I find myself leaning more and more on blind luck. With only the power of this little nymph, naturally I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cyphera.
Even if you could fully control Bartolos's mind, I would still be able to see through your disguise, Aglaya. You've gone to such lengths to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. Why don't you just let this go? I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus, and Gray mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing your luck a bit too far?
Her voice, man.
I'm sorry, Cypher. I've plotted and schemed my whole life. But I never could have predicted our relationship would end up like this. I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong, replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself, face to face.
Don't talk to me like that. You know I can't take it.
1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my silence steal away the most beautiful sound I'd ever known.
My silence.
So this time, I must say this to you, even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cypher.
Before I jump off this cliff. Sorry.
The mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone. Please, come back to Akama. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand a chance.
Okay, but can I get the chizzer first? No.
I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me. Unless you want to lose me for good.
Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come. Goodbye, Cypher.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
Ah, what a shame. I thought there'd be some real treasure under that goat's head.
Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Nothing valuable left.
Did I get
Those
any
relics were once priceless.
stellas from that goat's head?
Time has eroded away all that they once were.
Aww, hearing that from you makes it sound so sad.
Patalos, read the fucking
Wait,
room.
getting all sentimental. We haven't even processed what just happened. That horrible woman. When did she... Oh!
If you see her, let her know this. As demigods, we can't avoid our duties forever.
Could it have been back then when...
Do you remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. She must have slipped that nymph into your pocket when you were distracted. Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. Let your guard down for even a second, and it might take over. Make you spill secrets you'd never share otherwise.
Whoa, that's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the Black Tide! Creepy. Boss, how did you realize something was wrong? I'm curious. What exactly did that nymph make me say?
Actually, it gave itself away very early on.
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me why once. You used to be an apprentice at Kefali's priestly court.
That's a good point.
We've been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything there is to talk about. Except for that one experience at Dawncloud. I never told you about that. I absolutely wouldn't have shared that with anyone.
Except for Aglaya, apparently.
Boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya wasn't trying to trick you.
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread which forces people to speak the truth. You'd never defend Aglaya. Isn't that right, Zagreus?
You have a terrifyingly sharp mind.
After all, I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive. To make sure you survive the Titan trial, I had to fool the entire world. If you want to keep that lie from falling apart, you'd better keep playing your part in the days ahead.
I see.
Even if it weren't for saving my worthless little life, I'd still walk through fire for Cypher without hesitation.
So that's actually just straight up Zagreus. That's just the Titan.
You may have been reduced to this form, but you still haven't lost your way with words.
Speaking of which, Cypher, you're not taking that wicked woman's words to heart, are you? Life's been pretty great lately. Why get into trouble now? Don't you think?
Honestly, I've been thinking. Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad.
You're back again, Cyphera, your face.
I need clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do. Just enough to cover the wounds. I will pay back the amount I owe. I promise.
You're bleeding golden blood.
Yes, what about it? So what if I'm one of those Chrysosairs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes. World-renowned swordsmen. Exceptionally intelligent scholars.
Cyphera.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing people would include me? A pauper. Thief. Con artist. Maybe I should just make another cut to drain all this yellow stuff out of me and...
Stop it, Cyphera. I'll give you clothes. Warm you up and... Stay here. Stay in my workshop until you're healed.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got these wounds? Right. What's the use? I'm so good at lying. Even your golden thread can be fooled. If you can't verify the truth, why bother asking at all?
For her
I don't
threads
need
not to be
ask.
fooled, she needs to, like,
Nor do I need to use
lie,
a
but
golden
believe
thread.
her own lie.
I know everything you do is for survival, at all costs. Stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again. Stay by my side, and you can start putting yourself back together.
Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's reputation? Or that I might sneak off with your precious clothes and sell them?
I wouldn't have invited you if I were worried about those things.
You're weird, seamstress. You know, they say a child who often lies remains a liar for life. I've tried, not to become a liar. But honestly, it's just too hard. I'm close to giving up. What makes you think I won't disappoint you?
Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod, but with the heart that beats in my chest. You love this place. That's why you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. You worry you'll tarnish the Goldweaver name. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood. However, the mission I need to complete requires me to learn to trust and rely on my heart. Cyphera, you're an honest thing I've given to this world. And also a challenge the world has given to me. Stay here with me. You have a beautiful face that deserves better than to be covered in scars and grime.
You've got a way of talking that's hard to follow. All right, let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. Once the action hour passes, there's no turning back.
I'll change Trailways PV. Okay. Sure, why not? Oh, well, this isn't my POV, but okay. These folks in black are not responding to provocations, nor do they seem intent on fighting. What exactly are they waiting for?
Pressure. Fear. Planting seeds of anxiety. It seems this is the strategy they've chosen.
An organization that sees it as their mission to eradicate the Chrysospheres. For some chilling accounts, stories of the cleaners using alchemical arts to implant fragments of memories into their successors, ensuring both identity and hatred live on.
From what I know, these stories are true. The kindness we know today, strictly speaking, is the 27th kindness. Objectively, the rise of the cleaners was both inevitable and necessary. Yet, their ruthless and twisted methods earned them nothing but disdain and condemnation from history.
But still, they endure. An organization persisting through time, now working tirelessly to obstruct the flame chase. Are they truly so terrified of the era nova that the Chrysospheres strive for?
Even in these crumbling end times, there are always those who find ways to profit from the chaos. To ask the vested interests to abandon their status, wealth, and ambitions in this world for a distant ideal may be no easier than creating a miracle.
I wonder where Stella is now. If they're targeting me, she definitely won't escape their notice either. Hope all is well. It isn't. Is that Lord Crederos?
There you are, Lord Donghung. We couldn't reach you on the teleslate, so the Holy City Guard almost assumed you two had met some terrible fate. You pests crawling in the shadows, back off. Your plot ends here. You played your hand. Run while you still can. It might be your only chance to survive. Stay away from Akama forever. If you set foot there again, the fury of its people will tear you apart. Because Aglaya is dead, and in the eyes of the Holy City citizens, her blood is on your hands.
Oh wow, we beat them black and blue, Jesus. Oh, sorry.
Looks like she was wrong about you.
She? Are you talking about the mastermind behind all of
Yeah,
this?
fucking kindness.
Well, she thought you were weak. She believed that even when you were facing the evil that you claimed to oppose, you'd hesitate to strike.
Misinterpreting mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and foolish your master is. They're still alive. With proper care, they'll pull through in a few days. But I must warn you, I haven't fought a human in ages. I can't guarantee I'll always be able to hold back. They're lucky they're still alive. If you feel as lucky as they are, try me.
Bro, you sound so cool.
Finon is seriously upset.
Bro, you sound so cool.
Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again. If your master wants to stop the flame chase journey, she'd better bring an army that makes Kremnos at its peak look like child's play.
I've said it more than once, Lord Finan. We're not here to start a fight.
Yes, you are, you stupid bitch.
We came only to ensure you weren't anywhere else.
Fuck. Well,
While
you
you
clearly
were
came for some
unaware,
sort of fight.
we already accomplished our mission. To buy time. So, Lord Finan, until next time.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Anyone who uses innocent lives as bargaining chips has gone too far. The opposition within the Council of Elders
It's just
is
the
desperately
frickin'
fighting to
kindness
obstruct the
bitch.
flame chase. If the conspiracy is exposed, they'll be hunted down in the Holy City like rats with nowhere to run, no matter where they hide.
Oh shit.
Tell us, Lee.
Uh-oh, it's bad. What's it gonna say? Let's see here. Oh, it's in the group chat. Global announcement. Due to force majeure, the world-round web operations will be temporarily suspended. Please stay calm and remain in your home. So what's going on? Oh, that's the garment maker. Mission failed to send. You are currently not in the service area. Please try again. Whitelist protocol loaded. Local golden thread enabled for emergency to internal communication only. Lady Goldweaver deceased. Please return to the Holy City at once. I know it's hard to believe, but please come back soon. On my way.
Aglaya, is this blasted? Those guys. But how could they possibly? Stay calm. This could just be one of her schemes. I won't believe it until I see it for myself.
Finon, what should we do now?
Stay on course. I'll contact Treeby and ask her to keep the citizens calm. We'll hurry back to Akima as fast as possible and assess the situation in the city.
Cut the bitches down!
I won't be merciful this time.
Fair. Oh, alright.
Cartonis? Oh, you're forging a sword for Finan, aren't you? I haven't seen you wield the hammer in so long. I couldn't help but be entranced by the sight.
You, Aglaya. In this form, you come to me. It means...
That's right. At this moment, my physical form is already shattered. My journey as a human in this world has come to an end. It's time to fulfill...
So what, you're just gonna live on as a bunch of golden nymphs?
Of course. The pact, I haven't forgotten.
The thing I entrusted to you. Do you still have it?
Far too plain this vessel is.
Oh.
Not worthy of you. Do you still insist?
I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of fabric I've worked with has been tainted by my cold divinity. It's made me hate their colors, texture, and scent. This ornament stands apart. It was a gift from a child. She was pure and kind. I often wished my childhood could have been like hers.
How to say goodbye to everyone. Have you already planned?
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan this time. I deeply regret not being able to say farewell to them, one by one. The moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This parting gift should help ease the regret of such a sudden goodbye.
Invented for the Titans, Kremnos' soul-forging technology was. Though divinity it retains, filtered out, the remnants of humanity will be. Is that what you want, Aglaya?
You've confirmed this with me repeatedly. Yes, Cartonis. I need you to do this for me. Condense my divinity into this ornament. It might still be useful in the future to help them complete their mission.
Selfless until the end. Envy that child, there's no need to. Already lived a grand life your humanity has.
Your praise puts my heart at ease, Grand Craftsman. Now, please, take me through the last tempering that fate has to offer.
The city is silent, and tension is building with every passing second. The news is probably spread by now. Every household is locked up tight, and all the market stalls have closed down temporarily. I hope so. I just can't believe she'd be taken down by a handful of assassins. If this is all part of a larger plan, Treby must know something. She just couldn't say it in the message. Let's go find her.
Oh, we're into this. I'm gonna do this. We're in a place where we cannot leave, which means there will be enemies around the place, I'm sure.
Dan Heng came back before us. Well, maybe he's heard something.
Oh, you're back. How's everything? No injuries, I hope?
Don't worry. The cleaners didn't lay a hand on us. Lord Kratos, were you in the city when it happened? What exactly went down?
Regrettably, no one knows the details of that moment. Eyewitnesses only saw...
It's fine. Just tell me.
Eyewitnesses at the Memorial Palace saw Aglaya fall from the Chrysos airbath.
Oh, God.
She showed no signs of life by the time the Holy City Guards approached to check. They were too afraid to jump to conclusions. After all, she was a demigod who lived for over 1,000 years, the leader of the Chrysos heirs. Most citizens of the city believed that death couldn't touch her. She was pierced through the heart by a uniquely crafted dagger. I saw it for myself. It's one of the weapons carried by the cleaners.
I also don't understand. This doesn't add up. The ones who appeared in the Grove and those who confronted Dan Heng in the Abyss didn't immediately resort to violence. They were just watching and trying to intimidate. They didn't have any reason nor the courage to attack Aglaya. Perhaps...
Speculating blindly won't help. Let's go find Lady Treby, if she understands Aglaya's mind best.
I'll stay here to lead the guards and maintain order. Find out what happened, but don't take too long. With Aglaya gone, someone has to take her place and lead Akama. Also, Miss Hyacinth was the one who declared Aglaya dead. You might want to speak with her.
Thank you, Lord Kratos. The baths are empty.
No instant feels like bathing after hearing such terrible news.
Hyacinth.
You're back.
I'm actually only to just voices. We heard from Crediros, so you alright?
I'm fine. I've been staying close to Lady Treby and Lady Trinan after the incident. It's great that you could come back so quickly. They need someone with them now. Not well. After all, we witnessed Lady Aglaya's last moments. I tried to treat her immediately, but even the sky's blessings, declaring her death was the hardest thing I've ever had to do as a doctor. Lord Finan, don't push yourself. You're carrying a heavier burden now. Please, don't fall.
It's fine. I can handle it. What I've lost is a mentor and a comrade in arms. But for Treby and Trinan, they've lost a 1,000-year-old bond. Like they're losing a part of their lives. You should rest, Hyacinth. You've been awake for a long time, haven't you? We'll handle things from here.
Okay. See you later, everyone.
Next, we should visit Lady Treby.
Damn, bro, this is depressing.
Snowy. Little Gray. You're back.
Lady Treby,
Not gonna acknowledge Dan Hang.
Snowy, don't. Please don't apologize to us. You went to the Grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Akama. You didn't do anything wrong, so don't be hard on yourself. We were always by Aggie's side throughout this long journey, so we understood her thoughts better than anyone. She knew she wouldn't see the end of the Flame Chase journey, yet she gave everything without hesitation. For the future of everyone.
I know what Aglaya expected of me. Right now, the last thing Akama needs is a leader wallowing in self-pity.
The scroll over there was entrusted to us by Aggie. She instructed us to hand it over to you when the time was right. I think now's the right time.
Finan, my humble student, my trusted colleague. As I write this, you are locked in a battle of words with the Council of Elders, fighting for the survival of the Flame Chase journey on a battlefield where the smoke of war is invisible.
deeply regret and feel guilty for hastily pushing you and the Trailblazer into the debate. But please forgive me. At that moment, I could not afford to show any sign of weakness before you, as it would have crushed your morale. I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could win merely with the support and experience we'd accumulated over centuries. But I underestimated Kindness and her party's cunning, and also the deterioration of my own senses. The trap was likely set by the debater Calictus. He had prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the public when Kindness was faltering in the debate. He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that low tactic in 100 ways, but my words slipped out before I could even think about them. With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the golden thread to keep watch over everything in this holy city. You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked. At that moment, I felt my time was running short. The divinity in this body might be eternal, but that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of humanity, born of my mother, and I will die as a human. Realizing that my humanity was fading, I began to plan my exit. What kind of departure would not waste such a belated death? I have yet to find the ideal answer, but I knew I couldn't simply fade away in my sleep like anyone else. The serpents have always lurked in the darkness, terrified of their heads being cut off by the golden thread. If my departure were to be calm and uneventful, it would only lead to a swarm of those serpents emerging from their nests. Regrettably, a peaceful death is a luxury I cannot afford. I must feign weakness deliberately to make those serpents lose patience and act rashly. Just as they think they've struck and sunk their fangs into my heels, that's when I'll strike back, igniting the final blaze to burn away the threats hidden in the shadows. The blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion, but I have no worries about people losing their way. After all, Akima still has you to guide them, Finan. You're not perfect, Finan. I've witnessed your confusion, recklessness, and deep sensitivity, dawn after dawn. The heavy burdens of your past have always weighed you down, inflicting deep pain. Yet, in your way, you are perfect. You embrace everyone's imperfections, always ready to find the precious qualities hidden beneath their rough exteriors. Unconditionally. That might be what sets our Sky Father Kefili apart from other deities. They recognize the imperfections in their creations, yet still choose to shine their light on them, offering protection with unconditional love. Finan, while you zealously pursued strife, believing it to be your destined path, from the very beginning, my thoughts have never changed. You are the destined world-bearer of Amphorius, the gate to Amphorius's future. Go, complete the flame-chased journey of the prophecy, ignite the stars, and inspire hope in the hearts of humanity. I will be waiting at the end of the West Wind, looking forward to the miracle you will create.
Aglaya, how could I possibly be worthy of the burning torch you've passed into my hands? Donang, can you do me a favor?
Whatever I help with, just say the word.
Please deliver a message to Lord Krateros. Have him gather the Holy City guards and the Kremnoans to spread the word from door to door. At the lucid hour tomorrow, Finan will speak at the Marmorial Palace. Urge everyone who has concerns about the Holy City's future and the Flame Chase journey to attend this gathering. Tell them Aglaya has left Amphorius the seeds of hope.
Understood.
Thank you. It's been a harrowing day for everyone. Please make sure to rest well and collect.
What the hell are you looking at?
I need to prepare.
Oh, Cartonus.
Cartonus. What brings you to Marmorial Palace? I planned to get everything settled before coming to see you. Is there something urgent, Cartonus?
Look how big this man is, bro.
How are you holding up? I wanted to see. Better than I expected, you seem.
There's no room for doubt anymore.
So he had lots of very up with this guy. He's so tall.
Show everyone that the leadership of the Chrysos heirs is still strong.
Right. Your assessment is. Now, here. Take this.
Is this it? You've completed it.
Dawnmaker. The name I've chosen for it. Before dawn, prepare for battle. For tomorrow, wield your sword. Befits your stature, it does. Chrysos heir.
Dawnmaker. Unbelievable. You've never seen that black-clad swordmaster. Yet you've recreated this so precisely, just from what I described.
Precise, your description. Imbued it with the power of dawn I already have. Guided by your will, gleam with golden flames. Its blade will wield it. May triumph always be yours.
Thank you, Cartonus. I will use this sword to protect the beings of Amphorius.
Another thing there is.
What's this?
Stored here. The remnants of Aglaya's divinity are. This was her commission. Her death she had long foreseen.
Can she still hear us?
It's difficult to confirm. About divinity, we know very little. In this way, she wanted to be with you. Always.
I understand. Let me keep it. With this, I'll have another constant companion by my side. May this world never have need for a deliverer. Someone told me long ago. But when the world dashed her hopes and fell into disarray, if she could see me now, leading from the front, rallying people against their destiny, she would surely smile.
How will the Holy City continue without Lady Goldweaver? Look! Lord Finan is here.
Hey, bro.
Will he step up to lead Akama?
No, you're all free to go now.
Not long ago, I spoke at the Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud. I wrestled with every word, searching for the right ones to rally support and keep the Chrysos heirs' flame chase alive. In the end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers. In battles where words are weapons, outrage and blind passion often overpower reason. I followed his strategy. I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests, tore apart their character, and laid out their crimes. The strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve my goal, but afterward, there wasn't even a flicker of joy. I realized that apparent victory masked a deeper failure. In my pursuit of success, I fueled division and strayed far from my very purpose that led me to the flame chase journey. This journey was supposed to unify, not divide, to strengthen us, not weaken us.
I wonder when Cypher will show up.
It was the gold thread that mended our rifts in the past. Some saw it as a means of surveillance, a tool of control. But no one can deny that it was Aglaya who held this city and even this shattered world together. Now she is gone. Yes, as you have heard, the demigod Aglaya, who guarded the holy city for a millennium, has indeed fallen.
Who murdered Lady Goldweaver?
Kindness?
Find the murderer! Make them pay!
The old bitch did it?
I felt the same as all of you initially. I wanted to stand here beside you, to condemn the sinners, to discuss retribution, and to see justice brought down upon them. But my perspective has changed.
Oh my god! He's different now.
Golden threads that once bound this city have unraveled. Yet no one is celebrating their freedom from control. In the empty markets and bath chambers, one feeling lingers.
Unease.
Unease. Deep down, we all know the last safeguard against the harm we may do to each other is gone. No divine power will protect us from the malice in our hearts. From now on, only the moral code we choose to uphold for ourselves will stand between us and the abyss.
Fainan has a way with words.
Familiar.
Oh, all right.
The flame chase journey is nearing its end. With only one Titan left for the Chrysos heirs to conquer. Aquila!
Really? We only got one left?
Before I
thought we had
rise
two
to the
left.
skies, I challenge you.
Is the World-Bearing Titan the other one?
Cast
Might be.
out the shadows and malice within your hearts. Let your spirit shine brighter than the sky itself. Let me bear witness. Even without the divine authority of romance, Akama will remain a sanctuary in these end times. A place for the kind people Aglaya dreamed of. The kind of people foretold in prophecy. A better people!
Better people!
Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people!
I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge. You have reminded me that Aglaya left me perhaps the simplest duty in the world. to bear the burden of creation, I need only to give one thing. It's a gift she once gave me without hesitation, and now I share it with each of you. Unshakable faith. There's still a long way to go before Amphorius is reborn. But we will not forget the past as we move forward. For the memories of Amphorius will always benefit future generations. Allow me this moment. I want to borrow a few minutes of your time to commemorate a demigod who protected the Holy City for a millennium. She was Akima's dressmaker, the leader of the Chrysos heirs, the Goldweaver, Aglaia, and her greatest feat was being a selfless person.
Singing sounds so familiar. That's our song, and Snowy used to love it.
Yes, Lady Trian. For that child filled with anxiety, your songs always dispelled the clouds in my heart. Even if for just a moment.
Snowy was so cute and kind when he was little. Now... you've grown so much. Maybe not as cute, but still just as kind.
Time spares no one, so there's nothing we can do. But kindness, you helped nurture it in me.
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it up and stay strong. See you, Snowy.
Goodbye, Lady Trian.
I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you are nothing but sleight of hand?
Not at all, Professor Anaxa. Honestly, without those techniques you taught me, the Flame Chase journey might not have survived.
Good thing your head's still clear. The Chrysos heir of Kefali. I had no idea you had it in you while I was drilling those formulas in your head in class.
Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely forgotten those formulas now.
Some things never change. In our next lives, I'll teach you how to truly embrace your divine duties.
I'll be waiting. Goodbye, Professor Anaxa. Miss Castros, aren't you going to say something?
Lord Finan, you have always been so approachable. Ever since we first met, you've seen me as a friend. It was the first time I understood what everyday friendship was like. But that's dangerous.
Dangerous?
Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am. And for someone with my kind of power, that's a real hazard.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Sorry, I forgot to consider your perspective.
Please, no apologies. Despite everything, thinking back on the times we spent together makes me really happy.
I feel the same.
Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Gastras. Aglaia.
Remember, Finan, after completing the Flame Chase, leave the decision to initiate the miracle of Genesis to the Amphorians. The Chrysos heirs are the executors of the prophecy, yet they The people are the true masters of this world.
Rest assured, I always keep your teachings in mind. The difference between a presumptuous hero and a tyrant is a fine line.
Well said. You've got a good memory.
It's late. Anything else you'd like to add?
Anything else? Even in your imagination, I'm not one to show my vulnerable side.
No worries. I've long understood how difficult it is for you to open up completely. Thank you for bringing me here, Aglaya. You saved me.
Maybe what I wanted to save wasn't you, child, but this crumbling world. Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
Did you forget me?
Forget you? Like I'd ever. We
were
aren't
not there
parting ways
before.
forever. You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Kremnos. Let's not make this a tearful farewell.
You know just how to make a person uncomfortable. I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime. Let's have another showdown then. Deliver.
That's very confident of you. I've changed since then. Have you seen this sword? It's a masterpiece freshly forged by Cartonis.
A bold statement for a mere mortal who hasn't yet claimed the power of a titan. See you around. Finan of Ides Elysiae.
It's a date, Mightimos.
What a poignant, yet splendid journey. And it's still not over yet, is it?
Yes, Cyrene.
I was right. In the end, you did become the deliverer in this story.
A lot has changed while you were away. I've met so many people and tried so many things. I've found new resolve. And I've let go of some attachment. I'm not the same person I used to be.
But to me, you've never changed at all, Finan.
Days later at Dawncloud.
Ah, Dawncloud. This place holds so many different kinds of memories. I remember you could see the Goldweaver sign from here, all the way down the mountain. But my eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years ago.
Cyphera, you...
Seamstress. Tell me, does Akama have any treasures so rare that not even your... I mean, our shop has seen?
Of course it has. I heard there's a gem of all worlds hidden somewhere in Dawncloud. Apparently, it's a piece that fell out of the Dawn device. It's truly a priceless treasure, being a part of Kefali's divine body. Even I, the Goldweaver, cannot witness its glamour.
Gem of all worlds. Nice! Got it! Well, please keep looking after the shop while I...
Let me guess,
Well,
Cyphera. You're probably already plotting to sneak into Dawncloud to steal that gem, aren't you? And your next move is probably trying to sell it to the highest bidder, then distribute that money to the poor and the refugees in the Holy City?
Look, seamstress. Are you sure you aren't peeking into my head with your golden threads?
You might be skilled at covering up lies, but your compassion is all over your face, plain as day. Don't lie to yourself. Do you honestly think this is the right thing to do, Cyphera?
What else am I supposed to do? That's the only thing I can do with my power. You keep talking about how I have the potential to become a good person. or even what people call a hero. But I don't know what I need to do to get there! I can't weave golden dresses like you. I can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelins, and I definitely don't know as much as Big Sis Treby. The only things I'm good at are the underhanded street smarts that no one even respects. But I still want to be worthy of you. I want to prove that you've made the right choice. Even thieves can dream. Right?
I know, Cyphra. I know. You are justified in your anger. Destiny is never fair. And your path is doomed to be even worse than everyone else's. You are fated to walk in the dark and bear the world's misunderstanding in this journey.
I think this cutscene's gone for about an hour so far.
You have to believe that everyone in this world is unique in their own way. I am convinced that you're the only one who can bear the authority of trickery, even if you have to contend with the legendary 300 master thieves of Dolos.
Aglaya. I just want everyone to believe that the world is beautiful, and that everyone is simple and kind. If only I could get everyone to believe that. Would that lie become reality? If enough people believed in it, even though it's a lie.
That's how it came to be.
Lies will always be lies, Cyphra. But sometimes they can be more noble than the truth.
Huh. Are you really planning to just stand there forever? Honestly, sneaking around doesn't suit you, Deliverer.
I never thought I could slip past your sharp ears, Miss Cypher. I just didn't think it'd be right to interrupt when you're obviously lost in thoughts.
Still as charming with your words as ever, boy. Your speech at the public baths wasn't half bad, I'll admit. It managed to touch my heart. Just a smidge.
Thank you. I had a feeling back then that you were in the audience. Intuition certainly is a thing of wonder.
Oh, and you didn't call me out on the spot. You waited all this time to tell me.
Well, I thought you'd need some time to yourself. After she passed away.
Why are you grinning, bro? Why is bro grinning?
None of your business. Enough small talk. Tell me, what kind of trouble did you run into that you need me, the super old-timer, to step in?
We've only met a couple of times, but you've always gone straight to business. I respect that about you, old-timer, so I'll cut to the chase. You're probably aware that Aglaya has earned the support of the entire city for the Chrysos heirs. Everyone believes that she died at the hands of council members who were against the flame chase.
Bitch kindness.
And the citizens' fury has been dragging these schemers out of the shadows one by one. But they didn't get everybody. To this day, we still haven't found Elder Kynus, the leader of the cleaners.
Ah, I see. You're afraid she'll do something wild now that she's pushed into a corner, aren't you?
Yes. I believe that Kefali's core flame, forever enshrined above the council theater, would be the opposition's final trump card against the Chrysos heirs. We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days. With the Chrysos heirs gone, it'll be their best chance to strike.
You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core flame while you're gone? So, you want me to give them a nice long walk while you're away, right?
You sure saw right through me, Miss Cypher. I know exactly what you can do. godlike speed, perfect disguises, untraceable movements, and that most enigmatic authority of trickery. I have only one request. Please, use whatever tricks you need to protect Cavali's core flame. Even if you have to deceive the rest of the Chrysos heirs as well.
Hey, Deliverer. Do you honestly think that there's no way I'll turn you down? Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to nope out on this?
As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you. I'm sure you know the answer to your own question, Miss Cypher.
What confidence. You talk as if you have everything in the palm of your hand. So you did learn a thing or two from her. I'll give you that. Then let me tell you something you don't know. The Flame Reaver. They've been watching Akama closely.
You mean...
Bet you didn't expect that, huh?
Why is there a chest here?
I've been tracking them
I
all
want
this
it.
time. And this is my conclusion. That lunatic may have lost their mind, but they're no fool. Why do you think they haven't made a move on Akama yet?
Professor Anaxa once analyzed this. He thought it was probably because Kefali's core flame was protected by the Council of Elders' secret arts.
Ha! Secret art's my foot! I could break those mechanisms with a flick of my finger. Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They probably held off from attacking Akama because the Seamstress's defense network was way tougher than you thought. Now that she's gone, and you're heading out to the Eye of Twilight, with the city's defenses in shambles.
What a dangerous situation we find ourselves in. But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing you already have a solution in mind.
Just look how ridiculously calm you are right now. But you guessed it right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal. I'll keep that lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefali's core flame. You owe a big favor after this.
You have my deepest gratitude. That Flame Reaver's power is truly unfathomable. Please be careful.
Don't forget, Deliverer. There's a fundamental truth in this world. Cyphera will always get the last laugh. No need to worry about a demigod. I'll do my job. So you need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
Switch at Hyacinth's PV, okay. Meanwhile, in the Grove of Epiphany. I swear to God, this hit really has gone for an hour.
I'm back. I've been trying to stay away from here since the Black Tide destroyed the Grove. And through that, stay away from the memories that might make me sad. But the wind keeps pulling me back. Maybe that's the Twilight Courtyard's duty, after all. I know, little Ika. I know. I too miss the days when we all studied together. But we have an even more important mission this time around. Lord Finan has already set the date to campaign against Aquila. Being a descendant of the Sky People,
Dude.
You're right. At least I can still afford to get lost in thought once in a while. Oh, ancestors. Please wait for just a bit longer. The time I spent in the Grove deserves some reminiscence. This was where Professor Anaxa gave us the lesson.
Well, that sounds ominous.
I can still see that day in my mind.
And that was your last lesson in the Grove. Now, each of you will head off on your own path. How much the Grove's teachings can help you in the real world depends on how well you can put knowledge into practice. However, heed this warning. If you ever do anything disgraceful out there, don't ever claim you were the student of Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras. Secondly, to clarify, the last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy, and all my teaching activities will be put on hold.
Ah,
of course.
I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be considered lessons?
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction, fine enough IDs Elysiae. I have nothing left to say. Next.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to discuss the students' post-graduation aspirations with them and guide them toward a solid path. Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly Professor Anaxa's nemesis.
Fine. Since Hyacinthia insists on this, let's go through the process. Since some of you are so eager to speak, why don't we start with you, Finite of IDs Elysiae? What is your post-graduation aspiration?
Me? Well, it's not exactly an aspiration, but the only thing I want to do is to protect the people I care about.
I see. So you want to be a hero? How boring. Next.
Next.
I didn't say.
Castoris, you've been giggling for quite some time. How about you go next?
Every teacher in my school. Hey, you've been laughing. You go.
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras, but I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being may find calming peace.
So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale. See, this is why I don't want to follow those outdated protocols. All I get are boring answers. Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up?
What about the other 5?
Share your
6.
aspiration with everyone, and let's see if yours stands out.
So it's finally my turn. Good.
Finally? There were 2 other people.
My aspiration is nothing less than completing the final blank page at the end of the hero's epic.
Blank page? An interesting description. Do explain, assistant.
I've read all of Amphorius's heroic epics while studying at the Grove, and a common thread came to my attention. Almost every epic ends with a description of the hero's achievements. But few mention how the everyday people of that time lived. No one recorded the struggles and suffering the commoners endured.
So you're saying that, instead of legendary heroes, you're more focused on commoners living on the peripheries of historical records.
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day. Her story is told to every child descended from the Skyfolk. We have no doubts about Seliosi's greatness, yet her towering figure overshadowed every record from that entire era. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family, allies, and friends? What about the survivors and those who died in the great battles? Whenever I think about their stories by the campfire, I realize the details of those legends have been long lost. And only Seliosi's name remains. Her brilliance had become as blinding as Aquila's, lording over everything on the ground. That's why I'm glad that my era does not lack heroes. All my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero and ushering in a golden deluge to baptize the world anew, I want to stay in the backline and save all the ordinary humans from drowning in the rising waves. I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among the masses on Earth. I believe it's the only way for the saga of creation to include a footnote for the everyday people in its blank page. I'm getting embarrassed from remembering how I said all that. But my beliefs have never changed. Now I really have a chance to stay behind the hero's front line and realize my dream. Danny, what are you doing here?
I didn't expect to see you again in the Grove. Finan mentioned you were gearing up for the campaign against Aquila. Are you here to...
You guessed it. To reach Aquila's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform a bloodline ceremony, summon the spirits of our ancestors, and get their blessings. That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the Rainbow Bridge to the sky. And the soul of the first ancestor I want to see is here in the Grove.
The Rainbow Bridge is essential to retrieve the core flame of Aquila, but undertaking such a vital ceremony alone is far too risky.
Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. You will protect me, won't you? Good, Ika. Well, what brings you here, Danny?
I'm collecting as many myths and research about the Titans as I can. Everything about Emporius is a valuable addition to our databank when I get back to the Astral Express.
Right. If all goes as planned, you and Gray will be able to go home after this mission, won't you?
Yes, assuming we can actually break the curse about worlds beyond the sky. I have a feeling it's not going to be smooth sailing.
Oh? Could it be that you too have some kind of hidden powers to make prophecies now?
It's got hidden powers, that's for sure. That's not it, but I'm starting to question how real everything is after a conversation with a member of the Council of Elders.
Nope, I didn't understand that either, little Ika.
Don't worry about it. There's a lot of that I still don't understand.
Since we've already met up, why don't you come with me, Danny?
I was thinking the same thing. The Grove's fraught with danger right now, and an extra pair of hands translates to extra security.
That's the dependable express guard for you. So, shall we get going?
There's something going on between them. Alright, let's go. Oh, so she's a... What type are you, actually, characters? You. Damn it. Fine, whatever. I'll look at this. $1,948 at the moment.
The chroma coffer is vibrating. There must be memories of an ancestor nearby.
What's this?
This is the divine object of the Sky People, the chroma coffer. Our ancestors dictated that when a descendant of the Sky Folk is ready to challenge Aquila again, they must first awaken the spirits of their ancestors with the chroma coffer and receive their benediction. Only after this can the chosen Sky Folk reascend to the heavens.
Is it to prevent those who are not qualified from pointlessly losing their lives?
Very prudent, wouldn't you say? The soul of an ancestor slumbers here. Now, I will awaken them.
Right.
I am Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard, a descendant of the sky who has inherited the duty of flame chase. The time has come to fulfill our clan's destiny. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
No. Okay. Oh, here we go.
Who has awakened me?
Well, it sounds like a freaking giant.
It's I.
Who?
Hi, Cynthia. A descendant of the Sky People. I apologize for interrupting your slumber.
No, you don't.
You are Lord Crispus.
Lord Krispy Kreme.
I've read your story in our family tree. You were a righteous judge who vindicated many who were wrongfully accused.
I never imagined someone in this era would still remember my name. So, our bloodline and duty have continued to this distant age.
Indeed, it has. I have awakened you in the hope of receiving your blessing. For the flame chase journey is nearing its perfect conclusion. And retrieving the core flame of Aquila is the final challenge the heroes will face.
Perfect conclusion. Hyacinthia, you look very young, and you do not have the bearings of a warrior who can contend with a titan. How can you convince me that this blessing will not turn into a curse, leading a child like you to your demise?
1,000 years ago, Seliosi, who conquered the skies, left behind legends and a will, entrusting the mission to return the Sky Titan's core flame to her descendants. To people like you and me.
Are we gonna have to
Though
fight?
I'm not a warrior, I will not turn away from the mission that has flowed through our blood for 1,000 years. And I am not fighting alone. I have the strongest and most tenacious companions in the world. Amphorius is in an era brimming with heroes. The burden of retrieving Aquila's core flame no longer rests solely on the shoulders of the chosen Skyfolk. I now wield the power of healing. I aim to mend the fissures in the sky and heal the wounds of the people. I desire to define the mission of the Skyfolk in my own terms. To conclude the vigil that has spanned millennia.
I sense resilience in your words. Not an outward resilience, but something deeper within. Receive my blessings, young Hyacinthia. May you gain wings to return to the sky via the bridge of rainbows.
Thank you
Thanks, old
for
boy.
your trust, Lord Crispus. We won't let you down.
Well done, Hyacinth.
Thank you. My ancestors were all pretty strong-willed people. It won't be easy convincing them. I've run through these upcoming conversations in my head more times than I can count.
Looks like your efforts paid off.
Now, the next ancestor on the list. Her spirit is set to rest in the vortex of Genesis. A pity that the ceremony has to be performed in strict order. Shall we head back to Akama together, Danny?
The vortex of Genesis, huh? I have a suggestion. Remember how you suggested I learn the secret arts of water from Fagusa's priests? I've been practicing that in my spare time and made some progress. Now, as long as I have spirit water with me, I can use those techniques to carve a path directly to the vortex of Genesis.
Oh, I remember. I didn't expect you to keep at it this long. That's so like you, Danny.
There is some chemistry here. Compared to the currents of my home, the waters of Amphorius are rather untamed. Subduing the waters wasn't easy, but I've gotten the hang of it now.
That makes sense. Fagusa was always described as a fickle titan in the myths. Since you're offering, then let me put your skills to the test, Danny.
The spirit water gate formed with this technique isn't as stable as a ritual basin. It'll likely only let one person through. And as Fagusa's priest designed it, the entrance serves as the exit. You'll need to come back through the vortex once you've met your ancestor spirit. Little Lika and I will be here waiting.
Got it. I'm counting on you, Danny.
Expressionless face. Under the raucous steps of their frenzied dance, the roar of celebration hides the world's heartbeat. Spirit water, reveal the way.
The vortex of Genesis. Unbelievable. Danny is full of surprises.
Done hung kinda crazy with it though.
But this does feel way more disorienting than the ritual basin. Wait, is Lady Treeby here too? And who is that next to her?
Fucking Cypher, bro.
Oh, I think I know who that is.
You think you know? Another one of the princesses is, bro.
You have to go already, Syphy? It's been ages since you were last in Akama. You could have taken some time to rest, and we could have caught up.
That's alright, big sister Treeby. I've gotten used to life on the road. Staying in this bustling city actually feels off. Besides, your prize student gave me an incredibly tough mission to handle.
Cut Snowy some slack, Syphy. He's still so young, yet he's shouldering all the responsibilities Aggie left behind. Besides, Snowy's not the kind to ask for help lightly. Since he came to you, it means you're the best person for the job.
You really spoil him, big sis Treeby.
Guess I'm past the age for someone to look after me.
Just kidding. I get it. That deliverer boy does have a certain charisma about him. He reminds me of Aglaia in her prime. Anyway, I'm about to head out. Oh, big sis Treeby, before I go, got a little gift for you.
Well, didn't expect you to be so thoughtful.
Money!
What's in it?
That's a part of the game too. If you want to see the full picture of what's inside, you'll have to wait until nightfall.
Oh boy.
A gift with a mysterious twist? Seriously?
Huh? Looks like we have company.
Lady Treeby, and this graceful lady must be Miss Cypher. I'm Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard. Everyone calls me Hyacinth.
I guess she hasn't met her before.
Pleased to meet you.
Bright and cheery as a lamp. Well, hello there, pink child. I'm Cyphera from the long-fallen city-state of Dolos. As for the rest, it's all in the history books, so I don't need to repeat it here.
Fair enough.
So, you're from the Twilight Courtyard. Does that mean?
Yes, I'm a descendant of the Sky People, the Chrysos heir about to take over the authority of Sky.
Whoa! That's unexpected. I figured Celiosi's descendant would be, I don't know, taller, stronger.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Syphy. Zinni is a master of her craft. She's the most skilled and dependable physician in all of Amphorius.
Don't worry, Lady Cypher. I may not be as strong and warlike as Lady Celiosi from 1,000 years ago, but I'm confident I can carry out the mission of the Skyfolk.
All this talk about missions, you're making it sound way too serious. You've got to look out for yourself, girl. Don't push yourself too hard. I'd hate to see that cute face all scratched out by Aquila's claws.
Syphy cracking jokes? Looks like you haven't forgotten what Aggie said all those years ago.
Anyway, I've got a mission to handle, so I'll get going. Good luck, Miss Hyacinth. And if things get tough, just let that deliverer take the lead.
Cypher uses the coin of Whimsy's ability and teleports away from the vortex.
Miss Cypher is in such a hurry.
Don't worry, she's always been like that. It's good to have her back in Akama lending a hand. Oh, well, enough about her for now. You're here because of your mission, aren't you, Cinny? It's the perfect opportunity for me to go and tuck Cypher's gift away somewhere safe. The Vortex of Genesis is all yours.
Cool. Yeah, but can I just, like, access this? Can I access this thing? No, I can't. Fuck. Okay.
I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Child, what brings you before me? Could it be you're a descendant of the Sky People?
Yeah, bitch.
Yes, I am Hyacinthia of the Twilight Courtyard.
No, hi, yeah,
Successor
Cynthia,
of
not
the Sky
hi,
People's
Cynthia.
flame chase duty.
Hi, Cynthia, how you doing?
You must be Gem Electra. Legend has it that during the Chrysos War, you led our people to ally with Akama and held back the Kremnoan forces. It was your victory that earned the Sky People a place in the Holy City.
Hyacinthia, you seem well versed in our clan's history. And this is the Vortex of Genesis?
Yeah, but you were fucking buried.
It is. Look, 10 stars have already been lit. The Chrysos Era's flame-chase journey is nearing its end.
It's nearing its end.
Are those the core flames of Fagusa and Giorios?
Yes.
Does that mean Hycelans and the Mountain Dwellers successfully carried out their duty?
Yes.
As fellow pillars of Amphorius, who would have thought that Sky's duty could only be fulfilled after 1,000 years?
It's because Sky shelters all beneath it. If it were to shatter, the world would fall apart with it. That's why Lady Aglaya made the core flame of Aquila the final step in our campaign.
Aglaya? Is she still on the flame chase journey after 1,000 years?
Unfortunately, she died yesterday.
Unfortunately, she has recently left us. But you're right. She was indeed still guiding the Chrysos heirs forward.
Incredible. That girl actually managed to endure the merciless erosion of time. And lasted for so long. Answer me,
For what, 2,000
Hyacinthia.
fucking years?
Since you recognize me, you must have also read my writings, no?
Every record regarding my lineage is etched in my memory, including your words.
In that case, you're probably aware of the prophecy I sought from a certain Trebios.
Yes. At the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the Sky Folk will mend dusk and dawn.
Well, hers has nothing to do with death.
But unfortunately, no ancestor
Okay,
has
maybe it has
ever
something to
been
do with
able to
death.
decipher its meaning.
I see. Yet, Trebios' prophecies never fail. Perhaps you'll be the one to witness its fulfillment, child. May the prophecy lead you to a gentle fate.
Thank you, Lady Ektra. Whatever fate the prophecy holds, I'll face it head on. It's only by giving everything we have that we can truly accept any outcome with a smile. Won't you agree?
I like you, child. I wish this conversation could go on a little longer. Take my blessing, Hyacinthia. When I first saw you, I indeed had my doubts. But your resolve has touched me. If Sky's divinity is fated to pass on, I hope it incorporates your optimism and kindness.
Your blessing is a treasure beyond measure, General. Rest well. I'll make sure your gift is put to its best use. General Ectra is so different from how the records described her. She's quite a gentle person. All right, time to head back to the Grove. I shouldn't keep Danny and little Ika waiting.
Exactly. Don't keep us waiting, bruh. We're back. How'd it go?
It went great. Your spirit water art was a huge help, Danny.
Do you mind sharing what your ancestor spirit said to you? Hyacinth recounts her conversation with General Ectra to Dunha.
What's wrong, Danny?
Yeah, Danny. Nothing. Sounds like everything went smoothly. It's just I'm a bit concerned about the prophecy you mentioned. At the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the Skyfolk will mend dusk and dawn. I could somehow sense a hint of sadness in those brief words.
You've always been a bit of a sensitive soul, haven't you, Danny? Lady Trinan deciphers countless prophecies every day, and this one's just another among many. Don't worry too much about it.
I hope so.
Come on, Danny. Don't look so gloomy. We're gonna have to take a long trip for the final visit to the ancestors.
Where are we going?
Our final stop is Lord Mighty's home, Castrum Kremnos.
Are we also on a tablet right there? Cool.
We're here. This is it.
Isn't Mighty here? Like now? Cash from Kremnos.
Lord Mighty has been fighting the Black Tide here, alone day after day. I'm worried about him.
He sent a message earlier, carried by thunder, warning us to watch out for the Flame Reaver's actions.
That means he hasn't been consumed by the Black Tide's madness yet. We're here to complete an important mission. We shouldn't interfere with this battlefield. Don't you agree, Danny?
I agree.
There. That sleeping spirit is my grandmother.
Your grandmother?
Yes. My grandmother, Jacintha, was a warrior. She represented the Twilight Courtyard in the Kremnos Festival. She fought her way through every challenge and reached the final stage of the Kremnos Festival. She was just one step away from securing a peace treaty for the Skyfolk, but was ultimately defeated by the champion warrior of that time. I've never looked too deeply into the details of such ritualistic violence. The scroll simply described it as a glorious duel. But behind the glorious duel was a tragic end. Not long after the festival, my grandmother's injuries worsened, and she passed away far from home. This prophecy tablet was left here by the Kremnoans to honor her final wish. Her death marked the final collapse of the Twilight Courtyard, already fragile under the shadow of war.
And the Kremnoan warrior she fought against
Was Lord Gradaros.
Yet he still saved his life, even though he took your family.
Seeing him lying there, gravely wounded, bleeding out, I can't put what I felt at that moment into words. But when I heard Lord Gradaros took that fatal blow to protect Lady Trian, all those tangled feelings faded away. To quote Lord Finan, Gradaros must have done that to become a better man.
Takes true courage to forgive. You're every bit as strong as your ancestors, Hyacinth.
You're getting better at this, Danny. In her final diary entry, my grandmother wrote that when the moment of destiny comes, a descendant of the Sky People would deliver the message of their departure to her spirit. I wonder what she'd think when the one awaking her turns out to be her beloved
Awaking
granddaughter.
her? I don't think awaking is a word.
I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame, ancestor. Please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Is this the world of the living?
Yes, it is.
Wait.
You.
Could you be...
Grandmother? It's me. You're Hyacinthia.
Hyacinthia, my little hummingbird. Why? How? Why is it you who awakened me? I have never imagined this. I thought I would feel happy for all my ancestors when this day came, but now I can't even experience the joy of seeing you again.
Do you remember that you and Father took me to my very first sky rite when I was 8? Back then, you wanted me to pick one accessory out of 4. The sun crown representing nobility, the storm bracelet symbolizing strength, the ice ring embodying wisdom, and the radiant pendant signifying kindness. Grandmother, do you remember the one I chose?
You spoke an innocent little prayer, infusing a faint thread of light to that modest pendant.
Yes, and I remember how surprised you were. In all those centuries, no other child of the Sky People had ever made the same choice I did.
Hyacinthia, there was a time when I thought you were a timid child. You never had much interest in swords or battle and had no relation to that fiery determination and strength in our blood. Yet I've told myself, that's not a bad thing. If my hummingbird could live her life in kindness and optimism, then it'd be a good thing. I never thought the burden of retrieving the core flame of Aquila would fall to you.
Don't worry about me, Grandmother. I believe what makes someone a Skyfolk isn't just outstanding strength, but the capacity to shape the world. When the world cried out for a hero to challenge the gods 1,000 years ago, Zeliosi stepped forward and began the flame-chasing era. And now, as the flame-chase journey nears its end, this broken world is crying out for something else. Healing. Isn't it poetic? A saga that spans 1,000 years, began with Sky, and will also end with Sky.
You're still as optimistic as ever, just like when you were a kid. If your mind is set, Hyacinthia, then carry your resolve through to the very end. Return to the sky with my blessing, and watch over this world on the threshold of salvation.
Grandmother, thank you. But I have one last request.
Speak, Hyacinthia. We should still have some time.
Before you go, could you tell me the tale of the Sky Hero once more? Just like you used to.
Then listen closely, my dearest hummingbird. After all, this will be the last time. For millennia, the Titans waged relentless wars, leaving the world scarred and ravaged. A century of the Chrysos War plunged the nations into chaos and decay until a spear, fueled by mortal rage, pierced through the smoke and flames that buried the prophecy of deliverance. Aquila, the celestial shaper, the 100-eyed divine bird crowned with the blazing sun and wielding thunder, those struck blind in 99 eyes by Nicanor, they kept one eye glaring at the children of Twilight who received divine blessing, yet turned their weapons against the gods. The Chrysos heir of the sky, Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, ascended the forbidden lands of the Eye of Twilight at dusk, clad in wings. To her left was the lion-headed Solibus the Sunlit Wings, whose roars breathed divine flames and scorched
I fought both of those guys.
To her right was the horse-bodied Lunibus, the moonlit plume, whose graceful steps trampled the stars in the heavens. The one warrior and her two beasts challenged the ruler of the sky. The Titans every
roll summon lightning bolts, lyric for movements, dead cyclones. To Titan's blood poured down like boiling rain upon the world and converged into scalding torrents. In 5 moments of the battle, the sunlit wings set the Titan's wings aflame, while the moonlit plume sealed the divine body.
The battered hero of the sky,
with her wings broken and her body covered in wounds, struggled to lift her spear and pierce the last monstrous eye.
The Titan's divine body crashed to the ground.
And with it, the sky tore apart like fabric about to fall with its god. Please of mortals, urge the hero of the sky to rise again. The first of the Chrysoseers, to slay a god in this world, charged in the crumbling body of Aquila with her 2 fearless winged companions. Holding up the sky once more, only to leave behind a powerful message for the world. Will be blessed and cross the rainbow bridge back to the sky. At the end of the prophecy of Genesis, they will proclaim the core flame from their hands. Okay, and we're back to the Trailblaze POV. A few days later at Dawn-Cloud. Alright. I need to end up.
Today's the day.
Wow, I didn't expect it to be so lively up here. Are these people here to send off the Chrysos heirs?
There's Svinen. Let's go talk to him.
Alright, well ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be where this episode of Honkai Star Rail wraps up. I do hope you enjoyed this episode. I know I certainly did. It was a much more depressing one this time, but how many of these do I have I unlocked? No, we're gonna do that right after this entire thing is finished, and then we can get all the rewards all at once after we finish this segment of the main story. Alright, well I hope you did enjoy this episode of Honkai Star Rail, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.